and welcome to this edition of live streaming. I'm Zhi Xiaojun, right here in the center of Beijing. Right behind me is a time-honored, what they call the time-honored brand. It's a Peking roast duck restaurant. It's called Beijing Fang, if I said it correctly. And the location is really unique. This is located right to the south of the Tiananmen Square, to the Forbidden City, right over that direction. In 100 meters, that's the square, and the further north, that's the Forbidden City. And this restaurant itself was established in 1855. So indeed, this is an old restaurant. Just look around. This is really the busy street. Now, why we are here today is because for the Winter Olympics, remember last time in our live streaming we've introduced this Olympic menu to be introduced in the Olympic Village, where athletes and officials from around the world, from different countries, will be treated with these hundreds of different styles of dishes from around the country, from around the world, and Peking roast duck is one of them. Just note, it was also introduced and it was included in 2008 when Beijing hosted the Summer Olympics, and Peking roast duck proved to be one of the most popular dishes in the menu. And I was told it's about 700 ducks consumed each day. Now, 700. That's a massive number. Now, this is a competition, right? This is a sports occasion, so I'm wondering if the Winter Olympics is going to beat that number, 700 ducks one day. Well, it only proves that how popular Peking roast duck is. I'm sure you've also tasted some roast duck in Chinese restaurants overseas and other countries, but this is different. This is Beijing Fang. This is Peking roast duck in Beijing. Now, this is like the lobby where you see the three characters right in the middle. They're the name. Well, if you say Beijing Fang, if you translate it into Chinese, it's more or less like convenient. But if you pronounce it in a different way, 便宜, then it's also, let me say, financially acceptable, cheap. So it's easy and affordable. So this is why I guess it's so popular. The brand itself has a history of over 600 years. 600 years, and this restaurant itself, it was much smaller in history, but it was established in 1855. So nearly 200, not there yet. Just look at these chairs. What are they for? Remember, this is a popular restaurant. The people queue up for a seat, and when they have to wait, they wait here. Well, I mean, even just look at these waiting seats. They're nice. There are some young diners right over there. Maybe, I don't know if they're young diners, but you know, pupils coming here. 他们是来参观还是来参观? They're here to have a tour of the restaurant. 来跟大家打一招呼啊！会说英语吗 ？Hello. Good morning. How old are you? 多大了？
7.
You're 7 years old, and what's your name?
Jason.
Jason. You have an English name. You're Jason, and what are you doing here today? 我们今天来这儿做什么呢？
不会说。
啊？
不会说。
不会说。He's not quite sure what to say in English. Anyway, so 你喜欢烤鸭吗？
喜欢。
Yeah, definitely. 你也喜欢吗？你也喜欢吃？
No.
你不知道，没吃过吗？
不喜欢。
不喜欢，好吧。小姑娘呢？你喜欢烤鸭吗？
喜欢。
喜欢哈，你喜欢吗？
喜欢。
你也喜欢，那个小朋友也喜欢哈。Yeah, they are all nodding except this little boy. He said, no, maybe not. Thank you, 谢谢你们。Thank you. See, Peking roast duck. That's like, you know, if not a daily taste, a daily treat, it is one of the most popular dishes among Chinese diners. Now we're taking a different route today. We're taking you to the backyard of it. Remember, in history it's much smaller, but now they've expanded to a courtyard right over there in the middle. That's the sign of happiness in Chinese, and I'm sure you'll see a lot of that. And they even have a second story, some private dining rooms, and because it's cold, all these plants are being protected. Now, since this is a roast duck, where's the oven? So what we're doing today is we're going to show you how Peking roast duck is actually being produced before they are served on the table. Now, the oven is actually located right underneath this floor. We're going to the basement. Why is it in basement, not in like the second floor, third floor? Because the oven, according to the managers or to the operators of the restaurant, it's a complicated system, and the oven itself could be as heavy as 15 tons. Just imagine, 15 tons. And if you put the 15-ton heavy oven on the second floor, I guess it'll be some burden to the floor itself. So we're taking a special route. This normally won't be the route that diners will take. They'll take the elevator. So we're now going to basement, and this is where the oven is located. Now we're also going to talk to the chefs as to how it's actually being made. If you take a look over there, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there is another 1, 6. So there's 6 of them. And look at those 2. They are raw ones and ready to be sent into the oven. What is special is, now Peking roast duck, there are quite a few famous, most representatively 2 famous Peking roast duck restaurants. One is called Chuanju, one is Bianyi Fang, 2 representative ones. And what is special about them is the ovens are 2 different styles. With the previous one is basically, well, you see fire in the oven. So you put the roast duck, you hook it, and then you put it in the fire. But with this one, it's slightly different. If you look at the oven, you don't really see flame. You don't see fire. It's more like a sealed oven, and the other one is more like the Han oven. That's what they call in Chinese. So what we are going to do, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you with the camera inside just to check out what it looks like inside the oven. Once again, now we are taking a different route, if not the back door, but we're going to take a long way. This way? Yes. Okay. I guess this won't be the scene that you see a lot, you know. Just check around here. These are like the pictures showing the service standards and what they should be, that they're supposed to be doing. All right. And obviously, for sanitary reasons, I have to wear a coat. And wear a hat as well. Hang on. Okay. Yep, that's about it. And chef's hat. Down. Done? How do I look? Hopefully it's all good. And on the wall are paintings of different dishes, all associated with duck, either side dishes or all these desserts or Ooh, there are hundreds of them. A lot of that. I'm not quite sure if you have had Peking roast duck before, but this definitely is a unique experience, even for myself. Now, let me just open one of the ovens over here. Just check out what it looks like. It's almost like, I don't know, oven for numbs or pancakes, but much bigger. And very hot, definitely. The two inside. 你好。你好。怎么称呼你？我姓彭。彭。对。This is Mr. Peng, and he is going to show us how this is done, and probably he's also going to teach me to have a little try. I'm going to try to put at least one of the raw ducks into the oven. 这个里面的温度大概是有多少
？180到220之间。
180度到220。The temperature inside the oven is about 180 to 220 degrees. 就必须得要在这个
温度下才能烤鸭子。
Okay, this is the right temperature, not lower, not higher. 那个鸭子在里面会放多长时间
？45分钟到1个小时。
OK， 那这个怎么来掌握呢？这个45分钟还是1个小时？
看鸭子的成熟度。
成熟度指的是什么呢？
有的鸭子大，时间会长一点。
Okay, so it takes about 45 minutes to 1 hour inside the oven to cook, to roast the duck. It really depends on the size of the duck, because some of the ducks are bigger. Obviously, they are going to take a bit longer, but some smaller, maybe shorter. 那您怎么判断？你就看这个鸭皮的颜色吗？怎么判断它是好了？
一个是鸭皮的颜色，还有一个就是凭技术，这个杆的，对，经验。
杆的技术。
这个它的拿这个杆来称这个鸭子的分量，
就是你手上掂着。
对。
Ooh, my question is really a key one. How do you decide which duck is ready? He said, well, basically, one is about the timing. Say if it is 45 minutes, maybe roughly it's all right. But then, what's even more important is his experience. He will use the stick inside to reach the duck inside, to feel the weight of the duck to see if it is ready or not. And that's purely experience. You cannot put a weight inside, right? But this is purely experience. 所以在这个是坯子哈 ，all these， 他们看起来好像这里面很充盈的状态，里面是放了东西吗？
有一个小木肚给它支撑起来，
有一个小木，
让它更饱满。
OK， 但是它看起来很光滑呀。
这个是晾制的原因。
没有放着，你刚才讲说有点是充气的状态是吧？
充气，对。
Because when I came here just a few minutes ago, I was surprised. Actually, I've never noticed this, but I was surprised to see that I thought all these ducks, the raw ducks, before they were sent into the oven, they're stuffed inside. But actually, they're not. Well, basically, there is a short stick, to be the frame inside. But other than that, nothing in it. It's just, they say they pumped some air into the duck to make it look full. And why do they need to make it look full? Is not only for the appearance, it's basically for the skin. Make it more ready to be roast. Otherwise, you don't really. If there are sprinkles, then I guess it doesn't taste good, doesn't look good either. 这个坯子要准备的话，要准备多长时间
？24到48小时。
指的是在充气的状态下。
对。对。
Okay, they prepare this about 2 days beforehand, and they need to pump air into it, make it look full, look good, and they leave it there for about 1 or 2 days before they're ready to be sent into the oven. 这个鸭子有什么讲究吗？
咱们今天这个鸭子是奥运鸭。
啊，这什么意思？
奥运鸭是2008年奥运会研制的特制鸭子。
Wait. He's telling me that this is what they call the Olympic duck. What exactly does it mean? And he said this is especially designed and prepared for the Winter Olympics. 那这个奥运鸭跟平时咱们吃到的鸭有什么不一样吗？
它的特点就是工艺繁琐，用料精细。
不，跟平时的有很大的不同吗？
有，它原来的鸭子是需要蘸料，这个是即食免蘸料，已经腌制入味了。
Ah, it's been well. What is the biggest difference? I guess. I mean, they prepare this with special cares, but what is even more different is the biggest difference would be they have been let me say not fermented but pickled. So in a Chinese restaurant, in a Peking roast duck restaurant, normally you would need some sauce to go with the duck, but not with this one. If you forget to use any sauce, that's fine, because it's already tasty, it's already pickled, and then you don't need those sauces. But if you still want to have some sauces, you're fine. 就是它不会特别咸，用蘸料还是可以那么吃的，是吧？
可以。
You can still eat them in the traditional way, but if you don't, that's just fine. 就是那个味儿是咸的味儿是吧？还是已经腌制？
咸鲜吧。
咸鲜 ，OK. It's fresh, a little bit salty and tasty. Anyway, I mean I can't even describe it myself because I've never had it like that before, and probably when you come, if you do have the opportunity to visit the Olympic Village in Beijing, probably you can try it yourself. 这个放进去拿这个杆儿，这个有什么讲究吗？
它就是这么一挑，然后它在它炉里面也有相同的钩子，放上去。
我来试试哈。
好。
There are hooks inside, and Mr. Peng is actually allowing me to have a little try. 这个是要怕烫是吗？
怕烫。
OK。
这个炉温非常高。
Just ensure that I won't be burned because it's really hot inside. 左右手
都行。
我是这
箱这个钩一定要正，歪了掉。
Okay. Make sure it's facing upward, otherwise it'll fall off. Then 放在左边，他们OK. 好。Wait. Let's go this way. Camera is in this way, so let me go this way. I'm not sure if this is the one that to be served. This to be served. Hang on. Let me find the hook. 这个。Wait. It's really hot. Nope. Hang on. 再来一点哈。Hang on. 上去了。Oh, I wanted to say that I did it, but actually, it's cold. But actually, I didn't do anything. Basically, it's Mr. Peng helping me with this. But from this, you see, it's really, I mean, it's not that easy. Looks easy, but it's not. Never easy. Anything that looks easy, probably never easy. So, close it. And if you check out this one, then you'll see the color is different. The skin color is different. Ooh, check out Beijing 2022. This is what they call the Olympic duck. 这是拿什么写的呀？
特制的这个。
I don't know what they're made of. They're written with, but basically this is something they've come up with, something different. Beijing 2022. If you go to a Chinese restaurant, not a regular Chinese restaurant, but the Olympic Village, then you find something like that. it comes from here. Okay. Whew. 从一只鸭子从饲养到最后到这个位，大概要经过多少道程序？
多少道程序？
您知道吗？几十道。
对，几十道。
几十道。
对。
Yeah. I'm just wondering because when the duck is being raised in the farm until to the final step where it's been served on the table, how many steps they're going to involve? I don't know. I mean, probably dozens, if not 100. It's just complicated. Anyway, 现在每一天大概会有你们这儿会卖到多少只鸭子
？200-300只。
200-300只。
200-300只。
200 to 300 ducks will be served each day for a restaurant right over here. 所以我跟您一个数字说，一天吃到700只鸭，那是很大的一个量了吧？
对。
奥运村08年奥运村，一天吃掉700只鸭子。
对。
你惊讶吗？就觉得还好，还好啊。您自己有没有出国过？有出国，有没有也去吃过海外餐厅里面的一些烤鸭？
有。
感觉怎么样？
跟咱们的鸭子还有一定区别。
那不一样哈。
对。
您也不说好坏，您就说不一样。
啊，不一样。
Just checking, because I was asking the chef, Mr. Peng, about his experience of having Peking roast duck or just roast duck in an overseas restaurant. He told me yes, he had that experience when traveling overseas, and I was asking him what did he think of that. He said, well, it's different. Remember, the word that he used is different. But 200 to 300 ducks each day being consumed over here, and 700, and I said 700 in the Olympic Village. That is really a huge number. 咱们那只鸭子好了，马上就好。
还有10分钟。
Okay, I ordered. Ooh, oily. I've ordered one duck, and he said 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, my duck will be ready. So let's go to the table right over there. Let's get ready for my duck. 谢谢您，来，我们在这边。Let's go back same way. 还是，这边是后厨了哈。
对。
This is the kitchen area. Huge kitchen over there. Hundreds of different names, different styles of dishes. 我现在可以脱掉了哈。可以。好的。Okay. 老师，hang on. Oh, yes. Very important. Mic. Now, because there are, I don't know how many restaurants speaking, but only I would miss the taste, from time to time, on and off, and sometimes I would just order one duck for the family. Now here it comes to the very table. If you check around, and this is the layout that probably you'll see a lot in a Chinese restaurant. You'll see a lot of round tables, and when we eat, we tend to have a round table. I guess you'll see a lot of that. Thank you. 谢谢. You see a lot of that. In overseas, in Chinese restaurants, in your country. Thank you. I guess this is all standard service. See, okay, we have the live feed of the live streaming. Do you have any questions? Have duck every Christmas instead of turkey. Good choice. With leftovers, yeah. And this is Linda. And Glenn, it's not on menu in the Chinese restaurant. They say no one orders it. Come on. My friend Haiping Chen would make it special for you. That's nice. But I mean, to be honest, not every restaurant in Beijing would serve Peking roast duck. So I guess that is why they're not on the menu. canny yam, you got to order it and learn how to make it for people to try. Well, I mean, if it is a workshop, probably diners will have the opportunity to try to make it, but if it is a restaurant, it would be too much to ask for the restaurant. I mean, it's a restaurant, right? They serve food. It's not like a workshop where you can go and try for yourself. It is true that duck in China and other countries taste different due to tailoring to location preferences. That's Glenn. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure. Now, right in front of me are some, let me say, some side dishes to go. Not dishes, but some ingredients to go with the roast duck, but also some local desserts. Now, it's really a challenge for me to try to describe all these local desserts, snacks in English, and this is bean flour cake. They're sweet. They're made of beans. And then looks like a cake. This 这个爱窝窝。爱窝窝。You know, this is what you see, right? It's kind of a sweet with sweet stuffings inside and sticky. You see what it is. This is funny. This is funny. This is funny because if you translate the Chinese name into English, basically it's called donkey rolling or rolling donkey, but doesn't look like any donkeys at all in any dictionaries in any country. But it is a kind of what are they? They look like rolls, but you know, coated with some. I don't know how to describe it, to be honest. So just check it out, and it's kind of also sweet, sticky. Try it yourself. I mean, I'm really bad. I'm really bad in describing traditional local snacks. And 这个叫什么？芸豆卷。Kind of a scroll with some red bean puddings or paste inside as the stuffing. It's also sweet. That's why there's desserts, right? Anyway, I'll finish them later. These are the bean seedling to go with the duck, onion, cucumber. This is the special sweet sauce to go with the onion. So basically, why do we need all these? Just remember, it's still duck, right? Sometimes it's going to be fatty, oily, and then to neutralize that taste, it is best to go with this and put it on. They're going to provide, I'm sure, some pancakes and some cakes. 这是
松茸菌菇汤。
这是 okay, some soup with the mushrooms. Yeah, a little treat for myself. I'm going to have some soup. Oh, this is really nice. The soup is really nice. They're really good. Check out. There's some cakes served, and basically you put the pure meat part without the skin part, stuff it inside, and together with some add-ups, cucumber, onion, or sauce to go with that. I'm still waiting for my duck to come. Not there yet. Not there yet. So the cook is going to bring the duck over here, and he's going to slice it. Remember, it has to be sliced right over here. And they say there is a talk that it has to be 108. I mean, I'm not sure if that is the tradition with this restaurant, but 108, that's a special number in Chinese culture. I don't know much about that, but it seems has a lot to do with traditional beliefs or Buddhism beliefs. Not quite sure. Yeah, don't test me on that. Yeah. The soup is really good. Is it called chrysanthemum? And some rose leaves over here. What are they for? I'm not quite sure. I don't really. Is it only for decoration, or actually you can eat them? Not quite sure. Not quite sure. 谢谢。
烤鸭要3分钟。
3 minutes. My duck on the way in 3 minutes. Kenny Yan, if you need help finishing the feast, there are many volunteers over there. I'm sure. Yes, I'm sure. Shall I make some sound sipping the soup? Okay. 这是哪绿的是什么东西？
青菜汁饼，卷烤鸭的小饼。
Okay, some small pancakes, but look at the color green. Is celery juice.
是白饼。
This is the traditional way that you see a lot. All these bigger pancakes that you see a lot in many Chinese restaurants. Where okay, I'm still waiting for my duck. Yeah, you see a lot of that. So it's like 3 different types of. This is smaller. 这个为什么这么小啊？
这是奥运鸭专门特制的饼。
为什么这么小？就是小口好吃是吗？
对，就是一口一个，因为奥运鸭煎出来以后就是一口一个。
Again, this is the pancakes that you see a lot in Chinese restaurants. That any Peking roast duck restaurants, you'll see pancakes like that. But this and this, they're specially made for this Olympics. Just make it easy for you, more convenient for you, you know, to eat Peking roast duck, which is smaller, so it's just 1 bite, 1 pancake. Just check out, my duck is ready and to be served right now. Revolving table. What are they called in your country, Linda? I hear some. Is it in England that they're called a lazy Helen? The revolving table. Peking, check out. Here is the sign. Peking, Beijing, 2022. And I'm sure it's super hot. 特别烫吗？现在是。
好。
Super hot. 您得小心，您没关系啊。
没事。
He's used to the temperatures super hot. OK， 好，这个片烤鸭有什么讲究啊？
咱们今天片呢是
OK
吃的烤鸭。
OK，the head is gone，然后
先把脆皮片下来。
It's crispy. The skin part is crispy. 这是最好吃的吗？
这是最好吃的。
This is the best part. This. And this is supposed to go with sugar instead of the sauce, right over there. Do you want a 2022 or do you want Beijing?一整片就这么一整片的吃吗？
一会儿我再给它。
Okay, it'll be further sliced into smaller pieces. Ooh, that is the pure meat part. 这个这个不需要皮肉连着是吗？皮归皮，肉归肉。
对。
啊哈。
这是脆皮蘸白糖。
Okay, all the crispy skin to go with sugar. Oh, just look at the oil. 要片多少片有说吗？
咱们现在片80片到90片。
Okay, for each duck it's about 80 to 90 pieces, 80 to 90 slices. 就得这个时候片是最好的，是吧？
对。
It has to be sliced right after it's taken out of the oven. This is the best, because they have to make sure that the temperature is right when you eat them. You know, it's always best served when they're still hot. Mouth watering. Let me have a sip of my tea before I have my roast duck. Lazy Susan, not Helen. Yeah, I got it wrong. Lazy Susan. What did Susan do? Having lazy Susan. Oh-hoo. They look really nice.您干这行多久了？15年。15年。Mr. Pons has been doing this for 15 years. 从学徒开始吗？也算。从学徒。Starting as an apprentice. Okay. The crispy skin will be sliced into smaller pieces. This is, according to Mr. Pong, this is the best part. And in a lot of restaurants, okay, to be covering the meat. And in a lot of restaurants, it will be served separately. See? Ooh, just look at the color. Nice. The magic thing is, it's been sliced, but the two words are still there. Beijing is still there, 2022. The two signs are still there. I'm super ready. I'm super ready. So first part. Okay, this is nice. Which part do you want me to taste first? I'm tasting for you. Let's go with the skin. This one. All right.
With sugar.
Okay, with sugar. Right, sugar. I don't know if you can hear the sound of it. It's always like that. It's crispy, sweet because of the sugar, and juicy because of the fat part. Check out. Check out. Now still to go with this. Nice.
我来帮你卷一个。
好。
先让这大饼卷一个。
OK， 这大饼我来。
大饼我帮你卷一个，你卷的不一样。
OK， 好的，您给我一个。
好嘞。
I'm going to roast one piece for myself, and this lady is going to give me another roll, and she promised to roll it in a special way, in a different way. The students having tour here. Let me. 这个哈。Yeah. Sauce. And there is one talk that, because it's onion over here, and why there are also sugar over here. And there is a talk that in the old days, and all these the ladies, from noble families, and basically, because remember, onions are tasty, but they come with some smells, right, in the mouth. Hello, 你们好。 Okay.
不好意思。
这是什么啊
花瓣。
？Chrysanthemum. This is something different. Chrysanthemum. 为什么要菊花？也是为了那个味儿，可以给它中和一下，是吧？
对，因为这个菊花和这个
玫瑰花啊
花瓣是涩的，
啊
葱丝儿是那个辣的，跟葱丝儿不能配一块儿。
OK
对，它就是美容养颜，有很多。
This is something new. So why do you need some chrysanthemum and rose leaves over here? Well, I mean, one is to neutralize the taste. Second, she said, it's good for your skin. But there's only one leaf over here. I mean, it's good for your skin. And whenever you say that, it's always popular and it's always correct. Very good.
你可以尝一个这个加。
Like always. 所以 done. 那这个鸭架是做什么用？
鸭架子回头就给您做汤、做椒盐。
So the slicing part is done. So what do you do with this? You may choose to take it back to make some soup out of it, or to fry it. I mean, it's never wasted. Nothing is to be wasted. To be cooked in different ways. OK， 这个拿这个卷和拿那个卷有什么讲究吗？
那这个饼卷可以就是说用这个菜苗。
小一点的东西。我们说这个呢？这个拿什么卷无所谓是吧？就是个人喜好。
对，这个通常这个小烧饼的话，它通常就是拿花瓣呀、黄瓜条，一般不吃。对。
Anyway, I mean, basically, okay, this is more suitable for pure meat instead of the skin part, but I guess this is personal choice, right? Personal preference. So I like this part too.
您试一个这种的，就乡村苗子。
A lot of coming anyway. This is it's okay. Now the pancake is the smaller size. Remember, this is for the Olympics, specially made for the Olympics. So you can roll it in a small size and then to go with one bite. But I guess in a regular restaurant, this is what you see. That is what you see. You don't really see a lot of that. Probably it will come, in restaurant in the future because it's easy and convenient and small. But yeah, I still haven't finished mine. But this is good. Let me finish mine. I need some skin. This is a special design. When it's served, it's still being steamed, just to make sure that it doesn't go dry. Okay, I need the. There is a zero over here. Need some sauce. Oh, I didn't finish my story. Remember in the old days why sugar has been introduced. Remember in the old days, all these ladies, when they gather around, they'd like to have some roast duck, but onions, they do smell, right, in the mouth. Doesn't really look good. So they've invented this new way of having roast duck with sugar, and then tastes good, doesn't leave any smells in the mouth. Problem solved. Cucumber. I'm not a lady, so I'm fine. Ooh, this is way bigger than the one given to me by the lady. It's pretty much it. I mean, it's easy. I mean, once you see it, then you know how to do it, right? I mean, when in the Olympic Village, when you have the opportunity to roast one for yourself, probably you'll see the smaller pancakes, but if it is bigger one, it's like that. 嗯。Wait. A group of students. Primary school students coming here to have a little tour, and I guess this is also like a unique experience for them to learn the traditional way that a duck is being processed and being roasted and being served right over here. Well, I can go on and on with the big feast over here, but I guess it'll be boring and unfair to you. So I'll leave it here. Just remember the Chinese New Year is also around the corner. I would like to send my best wishes to all of you, wherever you are. Happy Chinese New Year. And this is also one of the dishes that many families would choose to have when they celebrate the Chinese New Year. And when you do have the opportunity to come visit Beijing, or you're attending the Winter Olympics, definitely you'll be served Peking roast duck, specially designed for the Olympics, with the signs on the surface of the duck, Beijing 2022. And with that, thank you once again for your time. Bon appetit to myself and bon appetit to you if you're having lunch soon. Happy Chinese New Year. Thank you. See you again next time. Cheers.
你尝一个这个。生菜叶。可以直接点羊肉。
好。
这个可以蘸酱，也可以不蘸酱，我帮你少蘸一点。
好，
卷个不可叶吧。
Okay. Oh, this is mint leaf. Oh, this is interesting.
这个直接卷就不用。
好，好，谢谢。